Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kop-Ish.
People. I've been walking through this dark tunnel and now I can see a little bit of light at the end of it. We have one more game, guys. 90 minutes to secure football in the Champions League next season. It is do or die. It is all or nothing. Liverpool versus Crystal Palace at home in front of fans. Roy Hodgson's last game for Crystal Palace. It's a big one, boys. It's a big one. What are you guys saying?
Boy, I'm nervous,
it feels like the cycles come back around again.
Bro, I'm
hoping that
Conor McGregor still.
Yeah, when he does that, well,
you man just did the Conor McGregor. You had,
bro. Yeah, that big sigh. Listen, I'm nervous, but you know what it is? I'm nervous like it's a final because it is a final. Like I remember, do you know what? Yeah, you see the Champions League final in the 18-19 season. Yeah. I remember I've never spoken to Drift so much in 1 week, yeah. But I think we spoke like every minute until the final when it was on, I think it was Saturday or Sunday, yeah. And we were speaking, and you could see how nervous we both were, yeah, from how we were talking. It hasn't got to that level. It might get there, but I am nervous. But I'm also optimistic. I'm not even that. I'm also confident at the same time because I do generally think we'll do it. But it's just, I'm nervous, bro, because this game defines our season, bro. It defines everything. Everything this Alisson Becker goal that he scored, dare I say, it will mean nothing if we don't get top four, you know. That's why we have to do it. Like, we have to. Like, it's not a joke, bro. We have to do this thing, you know.
Facts, Matt. Couldn't agree anymore. Drift, anything you got to add?
Yeah, I'm just hoping that the cycle's about to begin again. I remember a certain Wijnaldum banging one in the top corner against, was it West? No, not West Ham.
Middlesbrough.
Yeah. Genie.
And it was the beginning of us going in the Champions League, and then we made the Champions League final from that qualification. And then the cycle of all of our winning happened. I know we got to do a little rebuild. Thiago and Jota coming in was the beginning of the rebuild. Then in the summer, I'm hoping we do what we did back then when we bring in a couple bad boys, and then the cycle starts again, and then we go back to start winning things. Do you get what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I'm hoping there's an omen in the air, should I say? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think many people see that as the first one, but you know, people forget we had to secure qualification on the last day of the season in the 17-18 season as well when we beat Brighton. I think it was 4-1. Salah, Lovren, Solanke, and I actually can't remember who scored the fourth, but we had to secure it in that time as well.
Did we?
Mm.
Oh, yeah, we did, yeah. Because we never won you're right, yeah, you're right. I mean, no, but that 1-1 is stressful, though, if you get what I mean. All right, see it there?
Oh, hello.
Hello. Hello. Remember the Gerrard thing?
Hello.
Hello. Bro. All right, this is me. Trust me. This, you know, I'm just putting a little
Go on then. Go on then.
Man, just putting the feelers out there, you know what I'm saying, for later on tonight, people. I think there might be a big announcement tonight, people.
Go on then.
Just saying.
Go on then.
Go in, draw for the woolly. Oi, what we saying, people? What we saying? Right. And again, people, let's not detract from the preview, guys, because again, there is a big announcement tonight. I can't remember what the announcement's about. It might be something to do with the hats. I'm just saying it, just putting it out there. Just putting it. You know what I'm saying?
Shaka A says, "Did you see Allardyce crying about us? Sent it on Facebook. I have, and it was music to my ears. The
You
Bisto
know what?
boss
I
has
haven't.
been
You know.
diluted."
Yeah, bro. You see, Allardyce, yeah, he's a bitter old man, you know. He's bitter. You know, you just get them bitter old men. Bro, accept it. You got relegated for the first time in your career. You have to take the L. And not only that, you lost Liverpool. Instead of even saying things like, oh, you know, you have to give respect to the goalkeeper, an amazing goal. Bro, my man's all said, oh, Klopp was lucky, did this and that. We get it. We kind of know that if a goalkeeper scores, you do get lucky. But give the man his flowers and give him his props, bro. That's when you know man's is bitter, fam. He's
Yeah.
so bitter.
He's bitter. Yeah, but you know what? From when the England job got taken off him, he became like that, innit?
Yeah, that's true. When he got caught doing WhatsApps in public and sharing vital information, yeah. That's not my beef, innit? That's not my beef.
You know what? He got away with that one kind of easy when you think about it.
He did.
You know, I know. I hate.
But guys, what are we saying about?
No. So I hate to just do a tangent, but
I was gonna say, what are you saying about the starting lineup?
leaving Wolves. I got a feeling he's going Tottenham. But yeah, we'll get back to the.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later because Nuno's left. We'll talk about that later. Right. Sorry, Palace. Yeah. Starting lineup.
Yes. I think I may be lagging, so I may jump out and come back in.
No.
Okay. No, yeah. He's lagging. All right. We'll continue, Drew, because I think Carl's lagging. All right. So, starting lineup. Obviously, it's going to be Becker in goal. We know that it's no one else but Becker. And I think the fullbacks pick themselves, innit?
Yeah.
Trent and Robbo. Now, here's where Klopp said today. I don't know if Klopp said it, or there's heavy reports talking about Kabak is in a race to be fit for the last game of the season, and apparently he's been revealed that he's had a groin injury. Now,
apparently he was playing with an injury for about 2 or 3 games before he got withdrawn.
Yes, and that's why. Do you remember when we kept on saying it's kind of mad that Klopp keeps taking him off towards the end of the game and bringing on Fabinho? I think part of it was tactical, but part of it was because I think Kabak obviously had the groin injury and we didn't really know about that.
But how do you play with a groin injury, bro?
Well, the thing is, you can have like a tight groin. So your groin might be a bit tight, but obviously.
Bruv, have you ever had a tight groin? I ain't running nowhere, bruv.
I've had a tight groin, and I'll be real with you.
I've torn my groin. That was pretty much the injury that done me in.
If you tear your groin, then that's a completely different situation.
That is not the one.
Big up Shaka A. He said, heard Jota could play. Do you know what? Klopp did say there was put it like this, yeah. Klopp, I remember he said to us, like, with Jota, they found out they had good news. And not only that, is that he won't miss the Euros and there is a chance they could play in the last game of the season. Now, I don't know if Klopp will risk it. I don't know whether Jota will risk it. If he's fit enough, I think he would go onto the bench. I don't think he starts the game because it's too risky. You know what I'm saying?
Plus, remember, people like Kabak, Jota, anyone who's got niggling injuries or recent injury, Hendo, they're going to be thinking about Euros as well. And if you come back and you re-injure it, you're done for the tournament.
Yeah. No, for real. So, I don't know if you heard that, Carl, but basically, we think the fullbacks put themselves, which, Robbo and Trent. Obviously, Ali picks himself as well. We're just talking about Kabak because Kabak has been revealed to got the groin injury and he's in a race to be fit for this last game of the season. And I was saying, I think Drift was saying as well, if it is a groin injury
again this season.
What's that, Carl? No, there was a report from Paul Joyce, courtesy of the Times, one of the biggest Liverpool correspondents. He was saying about how I think Kabak is in a race to be fit for the last game. Apparently, he's going to have a fitness test, reportedly. But I don't think he gets risked, in my opinion. I don't think so. So
I agree.
I don't think so. So what you lot saying? Are we saying it's Phillips and Reese again, or do you think he might go for Fabinho? What you lot saying?
I would go with what we've been going with and hope rhythm and consistency can help. I feel a bit bad for Phillips because he is carrying Reese through these games, like he really is carrying him through these games. But
yeah,
he's Captain Phillips now. He's the captain now, isn't it? So
he is, bro. He is. Captain Phillips. You said it best, bro. You said it best.
Top two
Look,
select.
you know
selected.
in the tunnel before they come out. You know, he's next to Reese. He's like, Reese, look at me. Look at me.
I am the captain now. No long thing.
You know what was mad the other day? I watched them hug each other after the game. And you know, Reese is a good 3 inches taller than Phillips as well.
Bruv, he's tall. That's what I'm saying.
Reese is a giant, you know.
Bruv, I think he's 6'5".
He's got to learn to utilize that height. He's got to, man. You cannot be that
put on
big.
a bit more mass.
Not even just that, though,
more weight.
Because remember, Matip ain't weighty, but Matip knows how to impose himself. He's got to learn how to use that height as an advantage, man. He's got to.
Yeah.
See, if you're short and you're little, you're normally rapid, and you use that low center of gravity like Hazard to be able to like keep yourself up or whatever. That's utilizing your size. If you're tall, you gotta be imposing, man. You gotta let man know, bruv. You gotta let man know you're there, bruv.
100%. Well, this is where it gets tricky, lads, because I think it's always been our midfield, more likely than not, that we're always struggling to decide what Klopp is going to do in it. I think the midfield is key. So, what are you lot saying for midfield? Are we saying Fabinho obviously stays in there and he's CDM, right?
Do you want me to cut a long story short?
Yeah, go on.
I'll go with the Burnley midfield.
So you will go Fabinho, Thiago, and Wijnaldum.
I think that combination against Burnley worked well and will probably work better against Crystal Palace because Crystal Palace won't be so long ballish like Burnley were.
Okay.
Sorry, am I good now, guys?
Yeah, you're perfect.
Yeah,
bro.
you're
perfect.
way better, bro.
Bruv, you're in 1080p.
Yeah. You've gone
4K.
from 360 to 1080, bro.
You've gone from 10p to 2160p, fam. The 4K upgrade. You needed that differently. I don't even know why FSG are trying to stop man from releasing the merch.
No, I'm guessing it's the receiver then, isn't it? But
I'm just gonna stop taking the mick out of FSG and see if that changes things still.
Yeah, it might. Me bring up some comments as well. Johnny Tengun says NFL using Nat's head to design new helmets. Big up John Conway. He says, "Good afternoon, guys. I'll be buying some merch." Listen, John.
Bless John, man.
Means a lot. Thank you,
Appreciate
John.
it, my bro. And if you're tuning in just now, people, as you can see, the merch will be dropping later this evening. You will get the official announcement. There you go. You heard it here first, people. This Friday. Later on today. The merch is coming. I'm saying this Friday, you know? Like there's another Friday or something.
You know when Nat was like speaking of Nat quickly, you know when they interview you after the game and Nat's doing the interview, have you noticed how he's got that same focus on the interviewer like he has on the ball? Like he'll finish it and then like when they're talking it'll be like and you know what? That must be intimidating because the person must be like, yeah, if I make a mistake, is he going to head me away? Like, bro.
That's what I want my centre back to be about. That's what I love. He's fully about it. As I said, if he goes to war, I want Nat standing next to me.
100%. Man, Chopper says, Cal went from Nokia brick to iPhone 20. Cal went to the upgrade real quick. Let me bring up some more comments as well. Musa LSE21 says, I think if there's a chance we should play Kabak, possibly his last game for his boyhood club, he deserves ascend. So does Genie. Do you want to know something? This might sound a bit harsh because this is a game where we have to win. I will be a little bit worried if we was to play Kabak, who's struggling with a groin injury. And let's say, you know, Kabak is not having the greatest of games. It will be because of that injury he hasn't overcome. I would feel, for me personally, you put him on the bench if he's eligible to like train and at least be like, I don't know, 75% fit. And then at least he can have a send off with some of the fans because Whether he stays or not, he deserves to play amongst fans this season, in my opinion. So.
No, you're right. And we got to remember, Lallana didn't even get to have that moment. And Lallana actually gave the club everything.
Yeah.
And he never got that sentiment on the last stage. You know what I mean? I feel it for Kabak, I really do. But unless we're 4-0 up with 3 minutes to go, we can't just be putting man on over sentiment. That is when I'll be like, nah, forget the sentiment.
Yeah.
Because if Kabak gets ripped and they score a goal because he was on the pitch and he shouldn't have been, no one's forgiving that decision.
Exactly, bro. It's the business end of this. This is the final, so you can't, in my opinion, like make these gambles. Make or break, as you said. Yeah, it's true, Carl. Something better says, not even busted his lip. I forgot certain guys run on the floor for 30 minutes. You're damn right, people. But we ain't built like that. We ain't built like that. Shaka A says, I'm 6'3" and I was slow twitch at 19, added muscle and I got more explosive and rapid. Reese has time to improve his athleticism, to be honest. Interesting that he's trying to say, bro, put on a bit of muscle, you might get a bit more explosive. And again, that's for him. But it's different for everyone else. It's about your body.
It is genetic as well, because sometimes pace is actually just in you. You can't actually develop pace. You can work at it, but you've either got it or you don't. So Shaka, you probably had pace in you and then you developed it. Maybe he can. I hope he can, but he's 20 now. Like by 20, you should kind of be. And no, in fact, I think you should be as quick as you're going to be by 20. Like he ain't like 14 or something. Like by the time you're 20, do you know what I mean? I think you should be as quick as we know you're kind of going to be, which is a worry because I saw Woods blow him out, but you know.
No, for real. Big up Lisa Pongi says, hey lads, I'm at a pub in New Zealand at 2:38 a.m. off my face watching you guys. Much love and up the Reds. Champions League, here we come.
Jeez, that's man.
Man said 2:38.
Nisa, you're the man.
Nisa, you're the guy, bro. Trust me.
And you know what? That also shows me how on the ball New Zealand are, because in England, we're not even allowed to have our pubs open that late at the moment because of the whole virus. New Zealand kept that virus under wraps, but
New Zealand been doing bits from day.
I know, bro. They dealt with that like, geez, bro. They were like, "What? You think you're coming in? Nah, you ain't getting in here, mate."
That was light work for New Zealand. Like they've been having concerts and all that stuff.
Nah, for real.
They dealt with that gangster.
Nah, I hear that, man. Somebody says in the chat, any trucker hats. All I can say to you is wait until this evening. That's all I'm gonna say.
Wait
That's all I'm gonna say. Listen, it's mad.
I'm not gonna lie. I need to take off my hat, guys. I don't know what my hair's gonna look like now. So this is a bit mad still.
Oh, what? You hot? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm baking, bro. I got a hoodie on as well. Remember?
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. You got on the full outfit, bro.
I'm moving like I'm, bro. I'm cutting weight, bro. When I don't need to be cutting weight in this right moment, bro. It's a mad one. Look at it.
Big up Zane in the chat, my homie. Yes, G. What's going on, Zane?
Big up Zane.
What's going on?
Look, Cal, I wish I had that issue. Yeah?
You're telling me, my man's right about how his hair looks, and he's got a bag of.
Hey, do you want to know what? If I had a hairline, I'd come on here with any kind of picky head. I wouldn't give a damn, bro.
Oh, boo-hoo you, man. Boo-hoo. I suppose you guys are going to shave today and then shave again tomorrow, yeah? All right, cool. Boo-hoo.
Me and Jeff have already said we will stop our beards for a hairline, you know?
100%,
bro. I would.
Bro, I'd even swap my beard for Matt's beard, bro. Look how much thicker his beard is to mine, bro. It ain't no rosy over here, bro.
No, but you don't grow your beard like Drift.
To be fair, you don't really grow it though. So yours probably could get it, but you just don't grow.
Growth.
No, that's cheeky. See, that's cheeky. That's what I mean. That's cheeky, bro.
I wasn't going to say that. That is cheeky.
What is that? 36 hours of growth, Drift, yeah?
More like 24 hours. Man shaved yesterday still.
No. This is 2 weeks. This is actually 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Fair. You know he's lying though, innit? Look at his face.
No, I'm being real.
You shaved yesterday, bro. Why are you lying? But no, let's quickly get back onto the game now. Midfield. Drift said, I don't know if you heard, Drift was going for the same midfield that played against, was it West Brom, you said, Drift?
Yeah.
So he's going for...
Burnley.
Sorry, Burnley. My bad, Burnley. So he's going for Fabinho, Thiago, and Wijnaldum. What are you saying, Carl?
Yeah, same for me.
You go for the same as well, yeah?
I think
All
we've
right,
got
then.
to. I think you've got to. I think that midfield just works really, really well. And like, it's funny you say Genie being at the tip of the sort of three. I think works really well for us because we can afford to press higher up the pitch as well.
Yeah, no, definitely. I agree with that before. I think in big games, this is gonna sound mad. I know it may be Gini Wijnaldum's last game, but I still trust him to play in this last game, even if it is.
100%.
For me, Gini Wijnaldum has done so much for Liverpool, and not only that, this isn't an emotional, like, what do you call it, like, response as to why I'm picking him. I think he's the right man to play. I genuinely do. Because Gini Wijnaldum understands how big a game is, and he understands how to perform in big games, in my opinion. He's been there and done that. And dare I say it, could you imagine if Gini Wijnaldum was to score a goal? Like, if it is his last game, amongst 10,000 fans potentially. But that's crazy.
I was just going to say that. I think people forget that just how much of a big game player Genie is. And I genuinely, if this is his last game for the club, I really, really hope we win the game, but I hope he gets a fantastic send-off. I'm talking about players throwing him up in the air and all that stuff. Like, I hope he gets a proper send-off.
No, same.
And you know what? Do you know what's really worrying me as well, though, guys? Not to be Debbie Downer for a second. People like Phillips, we don't know what we're going to do with him. There's a couple, man, it could be their last game. All these dumb rumours going around about Mane and Mo and all that.
Surely,
like, I'm not even going to allow it. Like,
it's not a definitive, Cal. Just right, it's not a definitive because let's be real, Cal.
He's top two.
Bruv, I hear where you're coming from, but we know our position when it comes to FSG. We know where we stand as a club and our finances and what we do. We can't sit here categorically and say he's definitely good. Even if we want him to stay, we can't even sit here categorically and say he's definitely going to stay. There's always that worry, bro. Because here's the thing. Do you know what's kind of a good and a bad thing? Okay, so Nat Phillips has come in and done absolutely amazing and has been one of the standouts of the season, yeah? But the problem is now, we have given him first team football. Do you really think Nat Phillips wants to sit there and now go, I'm going to take a back seat to Virgil, to Gomez, to Matip if he stays, potentially Konate if we bring him in? He's going to want to play first team football, you know? And dare I say, another club will look at us and go, you see Nat Phillips, see that brother there? See that brother there that just wins everything in the air, and that brother there that's now getting better game in, game out? Yeah, I want a piece of that now. That's what they're saying now.
That's what worries me. And you know what FSG's model is like? If we can get 20 mil for Phillips, which is definitely possible after the season he's had, I feel like FSG will go, nah, just keep Matip and we'll get the 20 mil for Phillips. And right now, Phillips deserves to be in more than Matip based on availability. Like, just based on availability. Like, he ain't as good of a defender, but he's available.
Yeah. Johnny 10 Guns, big it yourself, right? Nat's girlfriend needs to sleep under the bed just in case. Boy, it's mad. It's mad. Zlatan Ibra says, Cal looking like pineapple with that hair. Jokes aside, I think with 10,000 fans at Anfield, the players will thrive off it. Hashtag you'll never walk alone.
I really believe that as well.
Troy M, big at yourself as well. Viewers and Kopish, let's make an agreement. Video entrance fee is hitting the like button, and Kopish will offer a like back guarantee. If you don't enjoy it, you can take the like back later. Show the love. We're all squad. All right, big up yourself.
Bless up, Troy, man.
Do you know what? Jokes aside, that's actually spot on. Because let's be honest, you can like it at the beginning, and if you get to the end and you're like, I hate those three, and I'm never gonna watch their thing again. You can just click. You don't even have to. you don't even have to hit the unlike button. You can just hit the take off the like.
100%.
Big up Troy though.
Mario Pillavas says Chelsea fans saying it's done. If they fail to beat Villa, which is possible, and Liverpool and Leicester win, then they're out of top four. They're done. They're done.
Yeah, do you know what? I don't really get why. I've had a couple of conversations with a few Chelsea man, and I'm like, I get you're in a final, and I even feel like they're gonna win that final. But why are you not acting like the Villa game ain't important? It was like they beat Leicester and they're like, job's done. I'm like, theoretically, it probably is a much harder game for you than Leicester. No, in fact, it is a much harder game for you than Leicester. I think Leicester are going to smoke Tottenham. Like, they're going to deal with Tottenham.
It depends. You know what?
I think Tottenham have no pressure in this game, so I think they're just going to... I think Harry Kane might actually do his last game.
No. Do you know what? I watched that game the other day, yeah? And Harry Kane looks to me. Harry Kane looks to me like a guy who's thinking, I've got the Euros and I'm going to be leaving. I've already given my all for this team, and this game means nothing. What is the point of me doing what I normally do and work and die for the game?
Yeah.
Like, genuinely, I don't feel like Tottenham have anything left in them, Cal. Like, you know, like when you're playing a fighting game and the stamina bar goes down to the point where you just throw one punch and the whole stamina's gone. Like, I feel like that's Tottenham right now, bro. Like, they got nothing left. And that's why, you know what, in this game, goal difference is actually going to be important because we've only got 3 or 4 goals more than Leicester. And if they put a hurting on Tottenham, there's nothing we can do about it. Like, if we see half time, it's already 3-0 to Leicester, it'll be like, shit. we got to put a couple goals in it.
So let me get this straight.
Yeah, go on.
If Chelsea win and Leicester win, because we got what, +3 on them at the moment, right?
+3 or +4, one of the two, yeah.
Bro, it doesn't matter. If they win and we win, remember, because we're ahead now of Leicester, right?
By goal difference.
No, but only on goal difference, man. And it's like, if we beat Crystal Palace 1-0 and they beat Spurs 5-0, they'll get the spot because they've scored more goals than us.
Oh,
so
someone said we're
goal
4.
difference to goal scored.
People are saying we're 4 ahead, though. That's still kind of...
Yeah, so I'm saying if they won 5-0 and we won 1-0 and we were on the same goal difference, they would go through because they scored more goals. After goal difference, it goes to goals scored, and they scored more goals than us. I'm telling you, we've got to put a couple past Palace to make sure nothing.
I don't know if they have. I'd have to double check the stats.
No, they have. They've officially scored more goals than us.
Have they?
The other day.
Okay.
And plus, if they score 5 goals,
scored,
then they'll
right.
definitely.
Okay,
it's goals scored. It's not goals. It's not goal difference anymore, and it's goals scored.
Goals scored.
No, goals scored after goal difference, Cal. So if we got the same goal difference, then it goes to goals scored.
Okay.
But they scored more goals than us, so we don't want a scenario where that happens.
Listen, I'm gonna be real.
You just hear that dropping that knowledge, just
in it.
Dropping the knowledge.
And you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. Jamie Vardy and all them man there, they're gonna be like up for that game. Tottenham, Leicester's last home game.
Man. We can't have their man scoring 4 or 5. I can't.
They're playing Tottenham. It's possible.
Listen,
right,
who've Chelsea got then? Because
they've got Villa away.
All right, so Zane saying she feels like
it's Grealish is back,
Grealish
do
is
you know
back,
what?
yeah.
Do you know what? You see, Grealish is back here. This is the perfect time to show. Like, put on a spectacle, Jack. Jack, if you're watching this, do what you got to do. Just do what you got to do, fam. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, Grealish shows up. That could be a draw.
Of course, it could be. Of course.
And they got fans back as well.
And do you know what I'm hoping as well? I'm hoping, even though Chelsea know they do need 4th, couple of the players in the back of their mind are thinking, I don't want to be injured and be out the final. And they're not quite at it.
But they also think to themselves, I need to put on an absolute performance or else I ain't going to get a chance to be in the final as well. Though.
That's true. But I think a lot of players who don't know if they'll be playing will be on the bench. I think a lot of people who know they'll be playing will be in the team, if you get what I mean.
It's going to be interesting. If Chelsea draw and Liverpool and Leicester win,
Chelsea are out at the top
4, Okay. Chelsea, you better win.
Ooh,
you better win.
Tasty.
The only reason I don't want Chelsea to finish 5th is because that feels like an omen. I don't like it.
No. In what way? Oh, that they'll win it.
The last time they won it, they weren't in top 4 and they won the Champions League. I don't want that omen.
I don't care if Chelsea win the Champions League.
Oh, I do, bruv.
We've won it 6 times, bro.
6 times.
Yeah, but I don't. I'm
gonna be so real. As long as we win, I don't care what else happens in the season. I just want top 4.
I agree with that.
I actually don't care about that Champions League final.
No. I get where you're coming from because they're gonna come with the whole Johnny B Bollocks thing of the whole. Oh yeah, shoot, we're not in the watershed yet. But anyway, they're gonna come with the hardest talk. The hardest talk.
I don't even think that's a naughty word, is it?
All I'm saying, if you're on ITV right now, the man would be standing behind the camera like this.
Yeah. And then when you finish, it'll be like, you know, in the Tanner system. Can man like Matt please come to the director's office? Thank you. But I don't want that smoke.
You know, it was at that moment that Matt
he knew.
Man like Matt, he messed up. Big up Mick Stars. He said if Davies is getting overlooked for Williams, then he shouldn't be playing football. Do you know what I say about Davies? And this is hard to say.
I'm not gonna
lie.
lie. There might be there's a lot of truth in there.
Can I say something? Have you ever gotten a present that like you've got like whether it's from like I don't know maybe work or whatever like an obscure present and you've never opened it and then like I don't know 5 years later you've opened it and gone oh yeah I forgot I had that. That is basically Ben Davies. Like Manu bought him in January. He hasn't played one game of football. We've seen him make one advert, that's you acknowledging the present in the cupboard, yeah. And on top of that, he made an advert for corn. So it wasn't even like, and that's not just for corn, by the way, because I've had some corn products, yeah. But what I'm trying to say, it's not the biggest.
You're forgetting something,
adverts.
Matt. You're forgetting something, Matt. There's that picture circulating of him trying to chase Woodburn as well. I'm not gonna lie. That picture looks mad.
Yeah.
It's what it is? It looks like he's struggling and treading water. It looks
like
basically
big trouble.
Basically, Matt just said that Davies is the present from the auntie who didn't even try and hide the wrapping, and you can just tell it's a Lynx Africa shower and deodorant set, and you're like, oh, thanks, auntie.
Yeah.
Again. And you just dash it in the corner because you know you don't even need shower gel yet. That's what man's saying Ben Davies is, yeah?
100. Genie Houdini, the reason that Phillips is so good at heading the ball is he has a vibranium skull. Listen, that Phillips is different, you know.
Man's from, what you say, man's from Wakanda, yeah?
Trust me.
Said, clean sheet forever.
What are you saying? At the end of the game, man just does that.
Man said clean sheet forever, you know. Big up Saka 8.
Jurgen, you have to play me. You have to play me. I'll put on the Bolton accent, but you have to play me.
Sorry, let me say it one more time. Big up Shaka, I can't remember what was that. Nobody cares about that UEFA Champions League COVID Cup. Listen.
Facts.
If Liverpool aren't in the cup,
that is 100% a fact. Apparently, we won the COVID Premier League. Why ain't no one talking about the fact that the whole season was played like that now? Because, you know, if we don't won it again, you know that would have been what they would have tried to come with again, right?
Do you know what's jokes? Man City have won the league by kind of a big distance this season, yeah?
Yeah.
I believe if we finish in the top 4, if we win our game, the gap they've finished above us this season is smaller than the gap that we finished above them last season. Plus, no one even cares that they won it.
Yeah. I've never heard a champion be spoken less about in my life.
No one gives a monkey.
Because this is the real COVID league. No
one cares about them. No one cares.
No one does care because they don't have that. They don't have that support about them with Man City.
But it makes you appreciate having haters, though, innit? If we're being honest, because if people don't hate on you, then it means that you're not affecting them, whether it's good or bad. They must be there right now, like, bro, we won the league and we don't bother anybody. Like, nobody's bothered. Like, I loved watching the Man U and the Arsenal fans rattled when we won the league. Yeah. Like, they were rattled.
Man City don't care. They're different. Man City different because
they were rattled.
Remember, Man City were founded in 2008 or when Sheikh Mansour came in, yeah? And on top of that, bro, 95% of their fans are on Twitter. They're just Twitter fans. They're not even in the ground. There's more fans on Twitter than there is at the Etihad. That's facts. I don't care. And that's facts. Yeah. Go and check the tapes. Go on Wikipedia. And I didn't edit it either. Go check it.
Well, look, after when they actually officially won the league, they weren't even together as a group. Like, no, there were barely any fans outside. All I saw was a little, and that was it. I was like, wow,
one person was playing a guitar, apparently.
Oh. Bro, if you can hear a guitar that isn't attached to a microphone at the celebration, there's a problem.
Yeah.
But if you tried to play a guitar outside Anfield, you'd be drowned. No one would hear that guitar, bro. You'd be drowned.
Someone probably grab the guitar and give you a Jeff Jarrett, bro.
You want to know something? Man City, do you know what? In terms of like making news, the biggest thing Man City have done all season to make news was Pep Guardiola smoking that cigar. Am I lying? That's the biggest. But that actually eclipses they're winning them the Premier League. That was the biggest thing I saw from them. That for me says a lot, if you ask me. Shaka A says everybody talking about City winning it with a false 9. Bobby, am I dead?
We did it last season, didn't it?
Yeah.
Trying to give them this extra credit.
For real. Zlatan Ibra says, breaking news, Michael Bay is casting a big nut in Armageddon to not save the earth from asteroid by heading away from the barrier. Michael Bay would actually write that script. I ain't even playing.
Do you know what? Shout out to the guy that brought this to my attention. I can't remember your name. Sorry, bro. I'll try and give you the credit for it later. He sent me a thing saying our new song for him at Anfield should be "Not the way I like it Nah, and I thought, you know what? That would bang at Anfield, you know. That would bang at Anfield, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I like that still.
I feel that.
Musa LFC 21, big itself. If we finish third after all of this, and Wolves are in financial trouble, reports saying there'll be quite a few outgoings because there'll be no investment. All right, pause. With the Wolves situation, I'm going to bring some breaking news if you don't know already. Nuno Espirito has decided to leave the club. That is official. He will be leaving the club at the end of the season. Hence why Cal has his eyeballs right up to the screen.
I couldn't actually get any closer still.
Yeah, that was a personal plea to Neto. Just putting it out.
But do you want to know what though? All jokes aside, guys.
Don't drift. Just let me have it. Let him have
let him have his fun.
Jeez, Drift. Jeez, Drift. Drift was just about to pour water on the fire, you know. Imagine.
Straight away.
Turn off that barbecue. Nobody's having any fun. Let me live, Drift, man.
Johnny Tango. Okay, so Ngannou badly injured, punching Nat's head. But yeah, actually, before we leave, oh yeah, I forgot we didn't even do the front three, lads. Front three. What you man saying about front three?
But Jota's out, bro.
Just saying, they kind of pick themselves, right? Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
I think
Firmino to get the winner.
Cool. All right, bro. If Firmino gets the win, do you know what I want to see? Actually, I want to see all of our front three score. You know, I really do.
That would be beautiful.
Because even though Salah, for some strange reason, has been disrespected by not being put in people's teams of the year, other than if you're not a Liverpool fan, I don't understand it. People are saying Mane's finished and he should get sold and he's going Dortmund. You're chatting rubbish. Whoever said
Tell
that?
Him again.
But I just think it's rubbish.
Tell him again.
And Firmino, people saying, false nine, we got to get rid of him as well. Listen, Firmino's now got 2 and 3. And they've been big games.
3 and 2, bro.
Sorry, 3 and 2, sorry.
Tell him again.
Tell him again. That's what I'm saying. Big up Mario Pilibas. He says, gents, if Klopp gets backed this summer, and I know it's a big if, who would you like to see in the first 11 at the start of next season?
I'm just gonna say it so it gets drowned out by your twos. I'm going with rumours are correct. I'm gonna go with Trent, Konate, Virgil, and Robbo. Fabinho, Thiago, double pivot, 10 Bobby, Jota through the middle, and Salah and Mane on the wings.
Who's your midfield again?
I don't mind Cal's team.
Yeah, who's your midfield again, Cal? Sorry? What's your midfield?
I said it really quickly, Matt. If you missed it, you missed it, bro.
Yeah, no. Bob, I can't be bothered for the argument if I'm being quite honest.
What was the midfield? No, I didn't hear it. I'm being honest.
Jordan wasn't there, and I'm not talking about the sneakers, bro.
My midfield is Thiago, Fabinho, double pivot, Bobby in the 10, and then Jota, Mane, and Salah up front.
Well, there you have it, people. There's some controversy for the show. We're going to see you on Friday. Yeah, it's man like that. It's 50, it's Callum, and we move. Boy, what I'm saying, Cal, you stoked the fire there, but we'll talk about that more later, though, because that's a bold statement, bro. That's a bold statement. But I understand where you're coming from. I might not agree with it, but I understand where you're coming from because you're trying to maximize the attacking options. And if I think about it, there's no right or wrong answer. It's going to be a long ruling season next season. We're going to have to rotate. I think there'll be games when we do generally play 4-2-3-1. And I think there'll be games when we generally play 4-3-3. I actually think everyone will play. And Drift might not want to hear this, but this is what I'm thinking as well. Jordan Henderson might see a little bit more rotation only because of the injuries that he's had, and we don't want to put this emphasis on him where he's picking up these little knocks. So you'd like to think that if you can rotate one of your best players, and not lose too much quality, that's actually a big thing, Because think about it.
You're right. No, you're
Do you
right,
know
man.
what I'm
All
saying?
jokes
You know what I'm
aside,
saying?
forget about the banter and my love for Hendo, and all that. I do genuinely feel like Hendo has to become part of a rotation because he is starting to pick up injuries, and he's 31 now. We do have to think about longevity in that. So you're right. I think Hendo will be used for games where we know we need him, and then there'll be games where it's like, no, do you know what, Hendo, you can have a break today, kind of thing.
Yeah. Conroy. Actually, no, Conroy. I've seen it. But is it Man City's fault that their club is developing and accomplishing faster than their fan base? You're competing with huge fan bases. That's facts, though.
That is true. That is true because
Conroy,
that's why we've got to make jokes towards them now, though, because in about 20 years they'll probably have more fans than all of us.
No, they won't. They won't.
No, you'll be shocked, bro. That'll be two different generations of people who grow up wanting to be a Man City fan.
Since Twitter's come about, that's when Man City started popping.
But Man United gained all of their fan base from early 90s till
shall I tell you why it's different now?
Think about it.
No, I'll tell you why it's different now, because you're getting a lot more football fans now who actually support players as opposed to clubs.
Yeah, I mean, that's true as well.
And
that's true. But I still feel like if you go back to the 80s, Man United didn't have any fans like they have now. But what they did in the 90s and the early noughties built the foundation of the fan base that they now have.
United have had fans for days, bro.
No,
United,
they've had more fans than what the City fans have. But I'm telling you, that global appeal of what makes them who they are, they built that in the 90s. That weren't there before. They built that in the 90s.
Alex Ferguson
built that fan base in the 90s.
I would say Man United and Liverpool have always been the most supported teams, dare I say it, from way back when. And I think
but not like now, though.
Arsenal in the Prem, not like now, but Man United, bro. Man United have been doing this thing in terms of their global fan base.
But they've always
they've had that in.
But remember George Best days and all that as well, bro. George Best was the first.
That was in England. When they took that fan base worldwide with Fergie in the 90s.
No, George Best was global,
it got bigger. But I'd say it's always been there from day one, personally.
No, they've always had a big following. I'm not disrespecting them. But what I'm saying is that global thing that they now have, that brand, they never had that before the Premier League and the 90s and Ferguson's success in the Premier League. In England, they've always been that huge club. Worldwide, that happened in the 90s, guys, I'm telling you.
Can you argue that
20 years'
was
time,
like
Man City could build that?
I don't know.
I don't think anyone was massive globally apart from maybe us.
That's what I'm saying. And Man City need that global effect because they're not going to get English people to follow them the way they need the global following, isn't it?
But the problem they've got now, though, is they're competing with like Man United only has to compete with us. Man City are now competing with us, Man United, Chelsea, and Arsenal and Tottenham.
Yeah, but I think if they keep winning, they'll be all right.
I don't.
If you look at how big Chelsea's fan base is, when
Chelsea have had fans for a while as well, bro.
No, but not the way they have it now, and that's based on the Roman Abramovich effect.
It's probably about the same, bro.
Nah, even some of the guys who we're cool with, who are like in their early 20s, they're Chelsea fans because of the Roman effect. I'm telling you, you'll be surprised how quick a fan base can grow based on success.
Maybe
you'll be surprised.
Maybe.
People in the early 20s who are Chelsea fans right now, it's the Drogba Lampard era why they're fans.
Yeah, but that's the Abramovich era. We know that.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is, so if you go beyond that, that's a generation of Chelsea fans that don't exist then. If that never happened, this is what I'm saying.
That's
in 20 years' time, Man City's fan base is going to be on another level. Trust me, it will.
It might be. Zane made a big point though. She was like, when KDB retires, a lot of Man City, fans might just leave that fan base, and it's kind of true because let's be real. Other than when Sheikh Mansour came in 2008 or whenever it was, I didn't hear one Man City fan. You want to know why? That man, they had like Sean Gota, big up Sean Gota, Richard Dunn, big up Richard Dunn, You know what I'm saying? They have Silva and Distan. They have man like that, innit? They have Trevor Sinclair. There's some alright players, but they weren't.
Wright Phillips was their goal.
Yeah, Wright Phillips.
Yeah.
I like Wright Phillips, but that was their goal, innit? Like
they had Paolo One Chop and all them man. There's some players, but they were now Quinn, Stephen Ireland, Bagger man. But they weren't sick like how they are now. That revolution started when they tricked Rubinho into thinking it was Man United. That's when it started for me. That revolution, or whatever you want to call it, when they got Elano in and Rubinho thought he was going United. That's what I'd say. But
yeah,
I'll leave it there. Hope you City fans didn't get offended. But anyway, people are going to leave it there. We'll be back later on this evening at 7. Is it 7:15 or 7:05? What time are we back?
7:05.
7:05. People will be back, and yes, we have a massive announcement. Just might be the merch. Just might be. I don't know. Might be. Might not be. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But people, we will be back. Obviously, for the Kopish call-in show. And yeah, let's move, people. And we'll see you in about 3 hours' time. So there you have it. People, I hope you enjoyed the show. We'll be back. And if you haven't already, just press the like button. Just press it. Take 2 seconds.
Like. Come
touch me now.
Takes 2
Press
seconds.
a button now. Come touch me now.
Alright, that's a tune.
That's a tune, you know. Alright, people. You don't want to miss the Friday night show later on this evening, people. We are dropping some merch. We're out, people. Peace.
Peace.